I might lose a few, but we're going to save a lot of money on the operating cost side of things.
No, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. The other thing is that Telstra last year launched, you've heard of the brand Belong?
Yes, yes.
It's been so it's effectively a no-frills brand to a large extent, but they launched a mobile, a mobile brand last year, Belong, which is targeted at the cheaper end of the market, and they actually also only get access to the wholesale net footprint.
Got it. Yeah. That makes sense. So, I mean, you sort of said the cheaper end of the market. I mean, do you have a feel for sort of how much of the market is sort of price sensitive and, could actually sort of go to somebody like a Belong?
Yeah, I think it's very much a play to target Amasim. So Amasim have over 1 million customers through their acquisition of Vaya, and they've grown quite a bit in the last 12 months. Now they launched a plan at the end, I think it was towards the end of last year, which was a massive, big stake in the market, a big change in the market. They went out with it. Look, the market's been moving towards unlimited voice and SMS for some time. So that was generally set at the $30 price point. So not below $30, you weren't getting unlimited voice and text. And it was, beyond $30, it was all unlimited voice and text. And then it was, it would skip, the price would go up depending on how much data that you had in your plan. And Amasim launched a plan at the end of last year for $10, which is unlimited voice and text and 1 gig of data. And that set a new benchmark. And it sort of took everyone a bit by surprise. Now, I'm not sure if you've been following the Amasim share price, but their share price is halved, or more than halved in the last 6 months. They announced, and I think that's because a lot of their customers traded down. So whilst they acquired a lot of customers, but customers that were previously paying maybe double that went, well, thanks. That $10 is that's a good plan. I'll take that. And it was, they weren't getting unlimited calls and texts previously either for $20 even. So I think their ARPU went down quite significantly. They announced to the market that they weren't going to pay out any dividends either. I think that was the point. That was the point at which their share price really went down. It sort of started to creep back up again recently. But their CEO's left in the meantime as well.
Interesting. Okay, so I understand that. So they dropped this price quite significantly. ARPU took a massive hit, and then all of a sudden their bottom line takes a hit naturally because of that. So I guess they were expecting more volume than they got, and now are in a bit of a tough sort of financial point. Is that sort of the story there? Yeah,
I think so. I mean, they've also launched, our energy business. They bought an energy company, and they've also gone into the NBN. Now, on the energy side of things, I think that's going very well. I mean, that's quite high margin, and that's doing well. And they're doing a lot of cross selling. Which is, I think, proving reasonably successful. And they've gone into NBN as well. And NBN is we haven't started talking about that yet, but NBN is a very challenging product has been a very challenging product for the market. I suspect the economics are improving slightly based on some pricing changes made recently. But there's been very, very difficult to make margin, and that's obviously what's had a massive impact. Apart from the competitive impact that we've just talked, we've sort of talked a little bit about on the mobiles front with Telstra. It's the NBN really that's put a massive hole in their earnings and their margins.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, fixed is a whole sort of separate little bit, but on the topic of mobile, I think it would be ridiculous not to talk about TPG a little bit.
Sure.
In terms of time, are you okay to run over just a few minutes? Is that
totally? Yeah. Look, I'm happy to keep going. No problem.
Okay, perfect. So we'll try and sort of keep this a little bit short. But TPG, I mean, what do you think of their sort of potential around share that they could get to? Can they actually sort of win here? I mean, what are your sort of thoughts on them also as a sort of company and how good their brand and everything else is?